What's up, Damn, dude, my mic stand broke? What the hell? Alright, I guess it's just gonna swing. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Whatever. There's no cold opening. Yeah, you know what? This was the cold opening. Hear he, calling all killers, come and wherever you want and do whatever you want. Come in, come all, whatever. Welcome to another grand episode of The Kings of. I'm Steven, The Kings of Kill. Oh my god, that couldn't have butchered that any better. More? Shut up. Anyways, Zach's not here once again. Welcome to a Steven awesome show. I can't say awesome show, that's a Tim and Eric thing. Steven's marvelous, fantastic beast, whatever. Anyways, Zach hurt his ankle, so he couldn't give me the card for an episode that I told people that was going to come out today. So now you get this and the episode I was talking about to some of the fans of the shows. It'll come out next week, and then a part two will come after that. It's a two-parter. It's about movies we like but people hate, and then the other part will be movies we hate but people like. But anyways, you got to deal with me today. So, and my cat shitting in a litter box behind me, friend of the show. But yeah, I'm gonna answer more questions to fill up time, so this becomes an actual episode. I have to have content for today, so whatever. Let's fire off the first question. I didn't write down names. I got to start writing down names. Whoever asked these, I'm sorry. Um, but let's just get into it. My cat's. What are you watching over there? Looks like Bug's Life again. No, this is Chicken Little or something. I don't know. I just leave it running, and she watches on our stupid tower. Anyways, question one: have you seen anything paranormal? Zach probably would have loved to. Actually, he should chime in on all these, but whatever. Um, have I seen anything paranormal? Yes. One of our friends and I went to a house in Willows. We stayed there. It's a freaky house. It's like everybody knows. Every kid knows in that town that this person's house is a little haunted. And I've seen the kitchen doors fly open, and like the silverware just like shook. And then one of our friends was just sitting at the table, and his hands were on the table, and he just had this very scared look. It was the creepiest, obviously scariest thing I've ever seen. That's the same night I watched John Carpenter's Vampires for the first time, by the way. Um, but anyways, besides the fact that is the closest thing I think I've seen to paranormal. All the like five or so cupboards just flew open, and then the silverware drawer came out and it was shaking, and it happened in like 5 seconds, not even 5 seconds, like 1 second. It was terrified. I don't know if I was sleeping or what. I can't really say what happened besides say what happened, I guess, but I can't explain why that happened. Like maybe I was sleepwalking, I dreamt it or whatever, but I don't know. It seemed too real. I don't know how old I was, maybe 15, 14. I was a young boy. But anyways, that sucked. And I will always remember that because it was creepy as hell. But I never drive by that house or anything. I drive in Willows a lot just to drive around, I guess, because I work there, but I live in another town. And this is a great follow up question. Could you spend the night alone in a haunted house? I want to say yes, because I would just either lock myself in a closet or just find a corner of the house in an open room and just like sit there. Maybe not an open room, just like a small room and just sit there. But maybe I'd probably get too freaked out by noises and stuff because if there's a bump in the night or like a something, I always like do the wrong thing and get out of bed to go check what it is instead of like hiding in something that someone wouldn't die in a horror movie. And no, I would die in a horror movie because I would go check out what was that sound. Oh, it sucks. In a haunted house, I'd probably not do it. I would do it, but I'm not gonna have a good time. Like I don't think I could. I would be scared. I would just say that. I don't know if I could do it. I hate the dark because what's in the dark scares me. If I can't see it, that scares me. Like that's why I'm afraid of the ocean, deep ocean, I should say. Like I'll catch a wave or two. I'll go boogie boarding or whatever, surf some cowbungas and waves and stuff. But like below me, if I can't see that floor or like a deep pool, no, dude. If I can't see it, I'm scared. So like the dark, yeah, haunted house, get right out of town. Sell the house, burn the house down. Don't care. No, I don't think I could survive in a haunted house alone. With people, maybe. But if we start Scooby Dooing and like going separate ways, then no. I'm not splitting up. I'm not an idiot. I don't want to find my friend's body 3 hours later, wondering where the hell he was, thinking he made a sandwich or some stupid shit. No, he's dead. Alone, no. With people, I would do it, but it's gonna suck. I don't want to. No one asked me to do it ever. I'm not going to. I don't want to visit haunted houses. I went to the Winchester House uh, museum or just the house or whatever. It was creepy as hell and stuff, and that paranormal shit actually scares me. That's why Paranormal Activity is kind of scary. But is it my scariest film? I don't know. There was a question that was asked the other day. I think me and Zach didn't know how to answer it. Like, what's the scariest film to me and stuff? I don't know. But Paranormal Activity is actually kind of scary because I hate that shit. But it's also goofy, so it's whatever. I can't really say that's. Damn, I rambled on. Um, Third question: any nightmares that have actually stuck with you? Yeah, yeah. There has been a. Uh, it's funny because I've already said beach and the ocean and stuff, but there's been a one where I was at Fort Bragg, this like West Coast small ass town. There's like a little part that's like Westport. It used to be called Wages Creek when we used to camp there, but now it's called Westport Campgrounds. But Westport is like the little town. It's like 15 or 10 to 15 miles outside of Fort Bragg. Anyway, besides the fucking point, I had a nightmare where I was like boogie boarding or some shit, rocking the waves or whatever people say, and like obviously bitten by a shark, but it drags me underwater, and I just keep going deeper and deeper, and I'm just like fighting for air and all this stuff, and I hope that picked up on the mic. My cat just let out a big meow and then just coughed up a hairball. You better. I'm not gonna pay you for that. But anyways, yeah, I got bitten by a shark and it like drug me under and stuff, and that one always stuck with me. And it's been a reoccurring dream, so I guess it has definitely stuck with me. Um, I have that one so often, and it's weird though because I'm in the dream. I'm always like the little kid version of me. Like I'm not me now. When if I dreamt it tonight, I'm not my age now. I'm like still a little kid. It's very strange. And there's like a third person view, and then like all this stuff. It zooms out in the ocean, showing me being dragged down. It's very strange. Even though sharks can't like back up, really. I mean, they do in deep blue sea for some reason, but besides the fact, they're just smart as hell in deep blue sea. What do you want? You just meowing? You don't like your movie? Anyways, um, first thing you do when you hear the sound of a person, you know You're home alone? What the hell? Oh, first thing you do when you hear the sound of a person when I'm home alone. So if I hear something that sounds like a person and I'm alone, what do I do? God damn, rephrase that question. Or maybe I typed it wrong. I don't know. Holy hell, that's confusing. Okay, so what do I do when I hear heavy footsteps or breathing or grunting or whatever people are doing in real life when I'm home alone? I have a bedside. If I'm in bed, I have a knife near my bed, so I call it my bedside knife. So I'll probably just grab that. I mean, I do when I hear bumps and creaks all the time. I just reach over, grab my bedside knife. Well, actually, it's underneath my mattress. Spoilers if you invade me. I have a bedside knife under my mattress. Um, yeah, I have that, and then once get to the living room, I have a baseball bat. No weapon, like no weapons, no guns or anything. I hate that shit. I'd rather just like do the melee aspect. I want to feel. No, um, that's usually what I do. I grab I put the light on my flashlight on my iPhone, and then just like have like a knife ready. So if you're like trying to surprise me on my birthday or something, and I'm sleeping, don't just don't surprise me. Always text me if you're coming over. I'm not gonna answer, and if you knock on the door, I'm not gonna answer. Just hope for the best that I hang out with you later and don't kill you. But yeah, that's what I usually do. If I hear something crazy, I grab some sort of weapon. Uh, like I don't yell hello. I don't do any of that shit. Um, there is one story where a bunch of my friends went to go to the gas station. They left me behind because I was too annoying and drunk or something. But I went upstairs because I heard something. I thought someone was left behind the trip. So I went upstairs because I heard a bump, and then I looked over and it was like shadow people on the corner of my eye. I saw like almost, I want to say like a child or like some small figure like go down the stairs past me as I got to the top of the stairs, and it was the scariest. Actually, that was actually really scary. So the paranormal question from number one, this goes on to that too. Um, I don't know if it was because I wasn't that drunk, but I was drinking, and it was just the strangest thing. Like I know I saw that, but did I? I don't know. Anyways, I had my car keys on me in my pocket, and I put those between my like the keys between my knuckles, like I was gonna punch something really cool. Like I don't know, but I stood in a corner and I just had those, and my friends came in and they're like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I was like pale, sweating, and I was just like, "Dude, some shit just happened." And then I don't know, I freaked them out. That was the weirdest. All right, so that's basically question one, but yeah. What's a character cliche that bothers you, or just anything in movies that can possibly turn you off? It's hard to think of things that actually turn me off, but I think a cliche I'm so tired of. It's just annoying. Is like the dumb blonde, like the girl who's the dumb blonde, and she's just so stupid. I hate it's stupid, but I mean I get it. But I mean it's just I'm tired of it. What? What do you want? Say hi to the camera. Okay. Anyways, yeah, the dumb blonde thing. I mean that cliche is just it's overdone. Make someone else dumber. Someone bald. I don't know. It's just annoying. As a blonde person, no. um, or you know what? I don't know if this is a cliche or not, but also something that bothers me in movies is when people get like high or they smoke the marijuana and they're seeing things and like super colors happen, like a kaleidoscope. It's like a dream sequence. Like that shit doesn't make sense to me at all. Like you're smoking something else. PCP definitely. Like there's no way. I've smoked a lot of weed before in one sitting, and like none of that shit happened, and it was good. It was great. It was healthy. It was organic. No, but that shit bothers. It just throws me off. It turns me off. Doesn't make sense. Like, why are we seeing things? All the colors are bright. You smoked PCP and ate Molly or ecstasy. I don't know. Just doesn't make sense to me. Like that '70s show. Every time they smoked, like the room started shaking and stuff. It was kind of funny as a kid, but now you're like, that shit doesn't do that. You're having a panic attack or some shit. All right. Ooh, this is a good question. Horror movie you wished. Which is there? Is there a horror movie you wished had a video game, or at least a good video game if it already exists? Um, that's actually a way tougher question than I thought. Um, I could see a shit. There's so many horror movies that are video games, like a new Alien game. No, the Alien games are not that bad actually. Um, I might have to go back to this question because that's actually hard for me. It'd be cool if there was like a new. That's a tough question. Maybe maybe The Witch, where you're like a family, as Vin Diesel says, and you gather wood and build your little town, and superstition shit happens every 3 days or something, and a goat. I don't know. That's a wild question. I probably thought of. I should have thought of beforehand. I think I just saw these questions, put them on these notes, and just didn't think of them. But damn, I had more time. Uh, yeah, it's a tough one. Maybe a Nightmare on Elm Street would be a cool game. You play in different nightmares, and if you die, say you have like 5 people. I think that's a Super Nintendo game actually. Well, that still works for the question because at least a good game. So make a new updated Nightmare on Elm Street. Say you have 5 characters, 5 different dreams, or 5 different dream worlds that you have a chance to kill Freddy. If you die in that, then that character's out. You're down to 4, and if you hit 0, you got a game over. I don't know. That'd be a cool game, I guess. You're not jumping up here. No more words. We're gonna have to pay you. We're gonna have to pay you if you keep doing some dialogue, cat. All right. What do you want written on your tombstone? So I think about this often, and I say it a lot to my friends, like, "Hey, put that on my tombstone." Or I say it a lot actually. But today I'm gonna go with have a picture of Vin Diesel and then just say family. I think that would be funny. Um, yeah, I think that would be a good one. That's not really a good question. Why don't you just ask something else? Next one. Any famous last words? Um, you know what? I'll mix this in. So my last words will be that was boring. That was boring. I think that's what I'm gonna say. And you know what? You could tack that on and put that on my gravestone, my tombstone. I don't want a gravestone. I'd rather be created and then like made into shot glasses or something for my friends. I don't know. Whatever the hell you want to do. But a tombstone, like a grave site, actually sounds cool because then people have to come over to me. I don't have to go to them and haunt them. I can just do it while they're visiting. But if I had a gravestone, just put that. Well, that was boring, or that was boring. I don't know. Some along those lines. I think that would be funny. People get a kick. Um, yeah. What do you think hell would be like? So I think it would be like a personal hell. Like every hell is probably different for everybody. I don't know what to believe in or anything. But let's say my personal hell would be like I die and I just wake up in a movie theater and people are just eating snacks and rappers are doing their noise. I think that would be just the worst. That I think that would just be fucking awful. Or like being in a crowded room and everybody talking loudly, being on their phones at the same time. Like no. No, just kill me again. Put me in a different circle of hell. Put me in like lust or greed or some stupid gluttony. Is that one of them? But anyways, yeah, no, just anything with noise. I think I would hate to be in. Silence, sure. But it's funny because I listen to like really really loud music and bands, but it's like, but in public, if it's not a band or music or anything, like shut the fuck up. Anyways, all right, next one. Maybe you've answered this, but since you say you like a lot of different types of music, damn. Speaking of music, is there a band or two that you just can't listen to? Yes. Um, U2, Leonard Skinner. I can listen to like some of Freebird, but Leonard Skinner, U2, Grateful Dead, I just can't do. Breaking Benjamin or anything along the lines of Saliva or like any of that shit. I just can't take seriously. Like any of that. Ooh, Zach would have been a fun one to chime in on this. Um, I don't know if there's any more like anything else because I listen to a lot of shit, but I don't know. I just don't like U2 or Grateful Dead. Like, what are you getting out of that? Sublime. Sublime is another one I don't do. Just the whole reggae thing, it's just not for me. But like Sublime, like there's some good like reggae songs by I can't name them right now. That sucks. Revolution or some shit. Anyways, Sublime, I can't do that with or without Rome. I don't know what that is about. One guy died. Sorry if you like that band, but that's a band I can't ever do. I think it was on a Tony Hawk game and I just muted the TV. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this up. Because that's all the questions I actually wrote down. So you know what, Zach, hurry up, come back. This is awkward. This has been the Kings of Kill, and I've been Steven. So my new poster came in. It's gonna be sick. It's giant Nosferatu. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. There's not much more room I could put big posters up. Maybe above the sink in my kitchen. I don't know, but I'm trying to fill this house to look like I don't like to have a relationship. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna continue on not doing that. My cat is crying for attention. And I'm right here. You're playing with my foot. You're doing all that you can do. You want to watch some Pauly Shore? All right, we're gonna watch the In the Army now, or what Pauly Shore movie? Encino Man. Hell yeah! All right, we're gonna go do that. This is King's Kill. I'm Steven. Probably already said that. And goodbye.